know that it's pressure. Check, check, it's money in the gas, gas. Check, check, know that it's pressure. Check, check, now tell me the past, ow. Give me the money, status and fame. Funny cause I'm famous for being the one putting up stats in the game.
All right, Leevon.
What's good? What's good?
Battle rapper, graphic designer. You do like 30 jobs. For real, man. So I'm still fully getting in tune, like I told you. So yeah, where you from, man? Chicago. What side of Chicago you from? Where you grew up?
So I'm from the south side of Chicago, Inglewood. So like very close to like what people, the famous 63rd Street, like very close.
I think Common from over there, right? South side. Common.
Common from he from like the east side of Chicago, which really doesn't really exist because the east side really only exists on the south side of the city. Because of the Lake Michigan, but like, yeah, he from like that way. I'm from like across the expressway.
All right, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I used to be. I don't know if they're gonna make any more seasons, but I used to watch Southside TV show they had about funny joints.
I never seen that.
Where they had that shit, I think Comedy Central or something like that. But it's a funny ass show they do on the south side of Chicago and shit. But that's what's up, man. So You battle rap. What else do you do? Graphic design. Just running.
So I'm really an artist. You feel me? Like, I'm a painter. I think I'm a painter first. You feel me? That was visual art was something that I've been doing ever since I was a kid. So I paint.
Okay.
I'm a graphic designer. Like I make logos. I do art digitally. I draw. I make music. I'm a recording artist. I got a few albums out. What else? I do photography as well. Okay. I can edit videos a little bit. Like I'm a beginner level as far as like photography and like, film and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I got that photography shit, man. What I learned, because I got a few homies that do that. I got a buddy of mine, Pete, and I think he in Nashville, but he from Philly. He does photography and videography and all that stuff. And my other homie, Strong Arms, man, he in Philly. He does the pictures he takes with his phone. He got a thing it's called random gramming. And he'll just be somewhere and he'll see a dope picture and he'll be like, I gotta take a picture of that shit. And you'll look and this nigga just be laying on the ground. He's like, yo, what the fuck is you doing?
Getting that pose for real.
And then he'll post them joints to his Instagram, man. You'll see those pictures, yo, and you'll tell somebody, like, he shot that with his iPhone. He be like, for real? Like, yep. So it's just what he told me is all about angles and coloring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the editing is everything when it comes to photos.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, that's dope, man. So how'd you get into painting? Let's start there then, since you said you're a painter first.
So painting came to me. I started painting in 2018.
So you fairly new then, still?
Yeah, still new. Yeah, technically. Yeah. For me, like I've been drawing since I can remember. Always drawing stuff. Always getting in trouble at school for drawing.
Right.
Drawing my friends, just whatever. You know what I'm saying? I grew up kind of watching my cousins do it because they was big comic book fans and they had these books that taught you how to draw old Marvel characters and stuff like that.
Okay.
It was fire.
That's dope.
And so with that, I just kind of always was doodling, always making art, always drawing. And then one day my grandfather encouraged me to like paint. And then I made like this really bad acrylic painting on like a piece of paper of like Benny the Bull, the Chicago Bull mascot.
Right.
And it was like, okay. And then I was taking like sophomore year of high school, I was taking studio art 1. And like that's when I first started painting. For real.
So you still a young buck fairly, like you early 20s.
I'm 21, yep.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Yes, sir, yep. Turning 22 in the fall. Yeah, definitely.
That's what's up, man. Shouts out to Gramps, man. Sometimes you don't know where your influences will come from or who will get you to, start doing this or start doing that. But that's what's up, man. Shout out to Gramps, man. You need positive people like that in your life to help you, or encourage you to start doing things positive like that and just help you find hidden talents that you didn't know you had. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Who didn't thought a nigga from the south side of Chicago would be a painter. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's up, man. So music wise, when did you start? Let me just say recording. I'm not even gonna get into the battle rap yet. When did you start recording?
I started recording.
Well, what came first? Matter of fact, was it the battle rap first, or was it recording?
No, music came first.
Okay.
Yeah, music came first for me. It was when I got to college. You know, it was like it's a real deep story for me. So it was really for me like after Juice WRLD passed away, like
Okay.
I was affected a lot by that death, and I loved his music so much that it motivated me to get into that like way of expressing myself. You feel me? Like I started because I remember freestyling in college and doing all this. I had a roommate who was from Amsterdam, and he was
like
a producer.
Netherlands?
Yeah, Netherlands. Yep.
Okay.
And he was a producer his freshman year, right? So we just made a couple songs. You feel me? And he kind of showed me the reality of making music. You know, having somebody that got the speakers, they got a mic, they know how to make the beat. You know, it kind of makes it more real. So he made it more real for me. And then all of a sudden, like I just started making music from there. Like I never looked back.
Yeah, I got some stories about the Netherlands, man.
Yeah. Oh, you been out there?
Yeah. I was in the military, so I was in Germany for a few years.
Wow.
And Amsterdam was like probably like 4 hours away from where I was stationed.
Mm-hmm.
So weekends we used to just ride out there, party for the weekend. Man, I got stories about the Netherlands. But
I bet.
And then we was in Afghanistan with a bunch of those guys too. So it was pretty cool. But so how did battle rap come about then? And how long were you actually making music before you even started battle rap?
Mm-hmm. So the first songs I ever put out was April 17th, 2020. So this like pandemic just kicked off. Everybody, getting used to the new world that's, that came about pretty much.
Right.
And I didn't make any more songs until I got back to school sophomore year. Sophomore year, I made an album. And then kind of a year goes by, and my spiritual awakening kind of hit me, right? And I was following people like Daylight, Daylight, different kind of YouTubers that talk about a lot of different parts in the world that like I was just discovering, you feel me? So like when I started watching him battle and stuff like that, like I was like, oh, this is fire. And then I started watching battle rap more and more. And I just got trapped, like, because it's when you new to it and like you got all that content, all that history, all that context to discover, it's amazing. Like, it's beautiful.
But then that's what I tell people who aren't into battle rap now. And, somebody like me who's I've been hooked on battle rap for real since the Reed Dollar days. That's when I was in high school.
Oh, that's a minute, yeah.
So that's when I was in high school. So I was hooked on that. I used to be up late at 10 o'clock. I'm watching Fight Club on MTV, and you know what I mean. And that's when I saw Serious Jones and Old Solo and just different personalities and different ways of rhyming, and you know what I mean, different styles and all that shit. So it definitely battle rap engulfs you, man. It does. It'll take you and swallow you whole. You know what I mean? And you'll get hooked on that shit. It's almost like a drug, man. If you love rap and everything else, or you love music, it's very enticing. So
for sure,
I definitely understand it for people who are just coming in. Like you said, you got a whole history. You can go back to Loaded Lux and Calico, and you know what I mean? These great battles that niggas was waiting. I remember waiting for that Loaded Lux and Calico joint to drop, and everybody was talking. I'm like, I can't wait till YouTube. You know what I mean? Till it come out on YouTube. But so yeah, I definitely understand. So that's what made you want to get into it. I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was that, and it was the fact that like I felt where I felt that I was like the only rapper pretty much at my school, because my school is like is a predominantly white institution. So it's mostly, white kids who ain't really interested in that form of expression. Like they listen to hip hop, but they're not really interested in the creation of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody.
They're more interested in the mainstream than
you know what I'm saying? So I started really finding that battle rap, like it spoke a certain language that like appealed to me. Like as I started to change how I felt about the world, like I started to find that it started to like break the way I thought about language. It started to break the way I thought about reality, to be honest, in a way that's still kind of hard to describe. You know what I'm saying? Like to this day. But from that, like I wanted to make battle rap at my school. I wanted to bring it to my college. And so I fought super hard to do that. And then in February, this last February, like it happened. It took like a year to happen. Like I left it alone for like half a year, and then like I came back and somebody finally was okay with doing it. And by then I was like fully engulfed in the sport. You feel me? I felt like I could do it, and then I did it. Yeah, and that was the one with Millie. Yeah, that's the one with Millie Mills. Yeah.
So you helped put that together when you battled Millie.
Yes. Yeah. So like at my school, I'm also like an event organizer. And this will also be a super long conversation for me. So yeah, I'm also an event organizer.
Wait, bro, I ain't timing.
And so like basically what I'm trying to do at Wesleyan, which is where I go to Wesleyan University. It's in Middletown, Connecticut. I'm trying to like change the way people interact with each other by giving my people who make music like me, people who do battle rap, poetry, hip hop, R&B, those kind of artists are excluded from the common like spaces of performance. So if you have like 3 weekends in a row, let's take a month, you break a month down. There's things going on every weekend. You might see the same bands with the same that look like they like the same people, the same vibes. It's all indie rock, alternative. It's nothing. There's no space for hip hop to thrive. So I basically wanted to create that, and in attempts to create that, another group on campus was like, "Hey, I want to do that too." And one of the leaders, I knew her, and so when we got ourselves together, that whole night was a concert. Like I performed that night, other people performed. The battle was the main event. And it was packed. That was the craziest event like I ever threw. That room was packed. It was hundreds of like
that crowd. I told you I was watching it before this interview.
Yeah,
I love the energy from that crowd in there, man.
Yeah,
you feel me?
That crowd, and that was the first time they ever seen anything like that. That was and nobody. I don't think they'll ever forget that. That was the first time battle rap I think ever really existed at Wesleyan. That was the first time. Like I don't know if did you ever get to like Milton's first round, Millie Mill first round?
Yeah, I got to the beginning of it.
Yeah, like he had a haymaker. He had the biggest haymaker. Like when he hit me with that haymaker, like when I first heard like a room explode like that for somebody else, I was like, oh, I felt that feeling in my stomach. I was like, oh, this is real.
Was that your first battle, like on camera on YouTube?
That was my first battle, period. So like, that was crazy.
How did that feel though? Because at the end of the day, you said you had all these other performances before, you performed your original music. People did poetry, all that stuff. And then the main event was you versus this guy, Millie Mills from Jersey. Yeah,
he was from Jersey, but he also he went to the school too. He actually just graduated.
Okay, so he was going to But you put it together. You battling this guy. I'm not sure if this was his first battle. I'm not really familiar with him.
I think it was. Yeah, it was.
Okay, it would be a little bit of pressure on him, but not so much as it would be on you because you're actually the one who helped put this together. And I'm sure you promoted your ass off of that, John, and you know what I mean. So yeah, how did that feel? Like how was the pressure? How did that feel on you? Like, was there any pressure? Any of that?
It was tons of pressure. I mean, from the moment the battle got booked, because it was supposed to be with someone else that I had much more of a history with, that I knew a little bit more. I didn't know this guy at all. I never met him before then, which is kind of crazy because my school was small. And so people knew him. He was popular. He was somebody that everybody kind of knew. And if you watch the battle, you can kind of tell because he had more people on the side. You feel me? And so I was nervous. I was real nervous. I prepped for that. That was like 3 weeks prep, those 3 rounds. So that was good prep. I practiced every single day. I I just knew I didn't think I was gonna lose because I knew I could rap better than him, but I knew that if I didn't win, then like battle rap for me, like my course, how I felt about it would change. I probably would have been like, yo, I can't do this. I'm done. Like
I liked your first round. I liked your first round. I like the direction you took and all that. I felt your first round. They felt it too. They was the reactions was there. You know what I'm saying? The reaction definitely was there. But see, the thing about battle rap is what people get caught up in is the last person you hear. They'll listen to you, and then your opponent will go, and they'll only remember what your opponent said because it's fresh.
That's how energy works. It goes up in those situations. Like,
so you gotta, it's tricky with battle rap. You kind of got to keep it. You know, when you come back for your second, you got to remind them niggas who the fuck. Like, I'm that nigga from the first round you was going crazy for. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of remind them and snatch them back. It's almost like a tug of war type thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
and in that second, I took it back. I definitely, if I would go watch that battle, like
I got it, bro. It's still the tab's still open, so I'm going back to watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna like the end is kind of crazy. Like, if you watch closely, you like battle rap is a crazy sport. It's such a mental sport. It's such a chess game.
I'm gonna tell you, I look at battle rap. I don't know if you're familiar with Cicero, but I know I always tell people this. I know people tired of me saying this shit. When Cicero told me this shit and it clicked, I was like, it's something so simple. But he said this shit and I was like, you know what? That's exactly what this shit is. Battle rap is WWE with bars instead of wrestling moves. You see what I'm saying? You come up with these personas, not to say people would make up, but some people do, some people don't, whoever, you know what I mean, it applies to, but you make up these personas, you create a name, you create a persona, that's who you are. You come out, you give a show. You know what I mean? You make it seem like you hate the motherfucker you're going up against. And then at the end of the joint, y'all dap up. And you know what I mean? Yeah. When y'all backstage, y'all chilling, it ain't really no beef. It ain't really no beef. It ain't, you know what I mean? That was just on stage. And some dudes take shit too far, man. I forgot boy's name, but I can't think of his name right now. But the guy he was going up against had a picture of the guy's baby mom. You know what I mean? Apparently,
I think that was Bands and somebody else.
Yeah, he walked out. He's like, yo, it's not battle rap, man. And it's like some niggas be doing shit to create shock value and get views and, you know what I mean? Be known more and get more and more popularity. So it's just like the antics motherfuckers try to come up with in battle rap now. It's not just about bars anymore. Slowly it's going away from that.
Really, it's like there's like two layers of existence within battle rap. And it's like the layer where everybody's backstage chilling. Right. It's like you don't want to, when you're on that stage, you don't want to injure your coworker. They're your coworker at the end of the day. You don't want to break their arm or their back when you about to slam them. So you got to make sure you slam them where it look real to everybody else.
Right.
But at the same time, you don't break their neck or something like that. Because if you break their neck, you messing up an investment. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna have to.
That's a good analogy.
We're gonna have to put something together. Yeah, when Cicero told me that shit, shout out to Cicero, man. He said it's WWE with bars, man. So, and it definitely makes sense. But we're gonna have to see if we can put something together up there at Wesley, man.
Actually, I'm doing that in October because I basically end up taking that battle event, mic check, and turning it into a series or organization. And so pretty much like there was like 2 more events after that. It was no battles because nobody wanted to battle, but it was concerts. You feel me? It was poetry going on. It was a lot of dope stuff going on. And so pretty much like
do something together, man. Gas Chambers,
October
check or something, man.
October is what I want to do. Like October, I want to bring people. I'm also try to get people paid because that's possible as well.
Yeah,
I can't pay nobody out of pocket, but I probably.
But at the end of the day, that's the whole point of the Gas Chamber Battle League, though. We wanted to give people a good platform in the right light, a chance to shine and show their talent off that wouldn't get the opportunity anywhere else with these other leagues. Because what a lot of battle rap leagues try to do is you're a nobody, and they tell you to come back with footage. Like, well, I got to battle somewhere to get footage, like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
And then they'll put you on these small cards, and you know what I mean, you'll wait and you gotta wait and see if they're actually even gonna put the footage out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, we if you hot, show us that you hot, we'll put you on the car, you get a plate, and we'll put you in that light, man. You know what I mean? And you can get a bag. So potentially down the road, but we're trying to help you just get in that light. You know what I mean? So
absolutely, I appreciate it, and I definitely want to come battle on y'all platform. I'll talk to Benny. I like Benny. I like Benny because Benny. Excuse me. I like Benny because he's serious about, you know what I'm saying, his word. Like his mind, the way it takes battle rap, it thinks beyond battle rap as something that can help feed into other art forms and other mediums.
Other lanes.
Because what it does is, like, battle rap, you kind of need everybody. You need a graphic designer. You need somebody. You need a photographer. So you already need these people, but creating exhibitions where those people get to show their own work outside of your league, but also you use your platform to uplift them, vice versa. I like that approach. You feel me? It's the most, I think, successful approach because it creates an empire rather than a league, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, of course, man. And like you said, the great thing about this league is everything that we need is in house. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Our camera guy is in house. You know, when we throw events, we have food, is liquor there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But everything that we need is in house. We got artists. We got graphic designer. I think that was the only thing that we didn't have in house, and then we linked up with you. And you know what I mean? And like I said, that goes into other things. OG was talking to me about art exhibits and, you know what I mean, just different things of that sort or whatever for the future. But yeah, man, it's just a group of genuine guys. We all love the same things and we want to see other people shine and give them a chance and letting them shine, and we all shine together, man. I don't got time to be hating on this man or that man. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Let's everybody eat. I don't understand. It's enough money out here. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Look how many of these rappers out here that say they got all this money. You got Yo Gotti, Drake, you know what I mean? Just Boosie. Everybody got all this money. If there's enough money for all them niggas to have tens of millions, there's more money out here for other niggas too.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So we all can get this shit, man, and we just all got that same mindset. That's what's dope about it. And it shows because, you know, the genuine people that it brings around us, don't get me wrong, it brings clowns, but we weed those out. But, you know what I mean, the genuine people that it also brings around us and that want to do business with us and, you know what I mean, collaborate and work with us. So we just trying to keep that thing rolling and let this business get bigger and bigger and let the league get bigger and bigger. You know what I mean? We definitely want to bring it on the road. You know what I mean? Right now we're in Philly. I'm not sure if you're coming to the June 11th event, that cold summer.
I won't be at the June 11th one, but I will be at the next one.
All right. We might turn around and have one in July.
If y'all have one in July,
we working on some things right now. We weren't planning on it. We were shooting because what we were planning on was August. But some things came into the mix, so we're working on that right now.
So it would be not August anymore, and just July or August. And
no, it's probably going to end up being July and August. But
cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna see how this goes. We might, if it goes good, we're gonna do July. But what you got tonight? What battle you got tonight?
So tonight I got so I'm on the Bar You to Death. I'm on the Bars Over the Gram Volume 2 card.
Okay.
So Baz, he doing that with John. John gonna come through, judge the battles. Just one round, you feel me, 3 minutes. Nothing too crazy. Versus C wordplay. So it's gonna be something like I just gotta, you feel me, get through it. And I'm at Gates of the Garden in Atlanta on June 18th.
Okay.
So that's the one. I'm like, right now I'm like preparing hard for that.
That's
Get
dope.
ready for that for real,
Yeah, that's dope. All right, Leevon, man. Listen, I appreciate you, bro, taking your time out, getting with us, man. We were supposed to do this earlier in the day, but I had some other shit, man. I'm in here putting up doors, and so
I know how to be.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you taking the time out, brother. I'm definitely gonna have you back for another interview down the road. You know what I mean? Get you.
For sure.
You said you got this upcoming battles coming up, so I'm gonna catch you after those. And yeah,
Sure.
I'm gonna see you later on, man. I appreciate you, bro.
You too. All right, talk to him.
All right.